Welcome to tonight's session of Legends in the Making. When we last left our intrepid heroes, they teetered on the edge of revelation and danger. Frankie discovered a shocking truth that rocked her to her very existence. She is a pure newborn elf, born from the blood of Corleone himself, the key foretold in an ancient forgotten prophecy. This revelation thrusts her into the heart of our quest as a beacon of hope and an enigma. The mystery of Maglo's folly also unraveled, revealing deeper secrets about Maglo, otherwise known as Dick Strongthorn, and his former lover, Laius, that no one could have imagined. Who is in the right? Who is in the wrong? Who should live? And who should die? And what about King Gizzard? His past was revealed as well, banished from his tribe for the ghastly crime of eating a rival tribe leader's family before their very eyes. Gizzard's dark past now looms ominously over his present and the group as a whole. Meanwhile, Ricket, the crafty Goblin King, received the group and revealed to them that he was the one who bore the prophecy, and then plotted with Zara to erase it from everybody's memory. Yes, even the memory of the god Shar herself. But in a twist, they inscribed it inside of the Codex Eternus with an understanding, with an interpretation for actually what it means. Then the group learned about Coley, or actually didn't learn much because she's their ageless ally. Her past has been lost to the slow erosion of time, and it remains a mystery that no magic can unveil and no magic has caused. All that has happened has been the centuries that have obscured it. This leads us back to the Starfire Gem. It's what seems to connect our heroes' destinies. Vash was animated by the echo of divinity that contains the Starfire Gem inside of it. And then Amber was the cunning rogue who stole it from those that stole it from her library's clan, the group that she is a part of. Ultimately, Amber and King Gizzard both were brought to Erda by the mystical power that is contained inside of this shard of Corleone, known as the Starfire Gem. And therefore, it being a piece of Corleone means that it is, in essence, a direct correlation to Frankie herself, whose blood is the same as Corleone's. All this leaves us with a prophecy that foretells that a door will open that offers escape from Erda's prison, that all connects these pieces together. But the liberation they seek depends on understanding and fulfilling the ancient words of the prophecy that they need the interpretation for. In the last session, a daring escape by the Sparkling Squad snatched tickets to a gala, an event that promises access to Dick Strongthorn and Valerie themselves. These tickets, along with the crucial documents detailing Dick Strongthorn's operations, are the keys to unlocking their further secrets. That is where we left our session, with them with the documents in hand and determining what they would do next. What will happen? Will Chad maintain his Duolingo streak? Will Ma ever forgive them for leaving before she could cook the crew a meal? Will Vash be able to update his Tinder profile pic? And will Wohop ever put that one dish with the green sauce back on the menu? Only the dice will tell on tonight's thrilling session of We start tonight's session in the alley. It's eerily quiet, save for the distant hum of the city that never sleeps. The air is thick with a sense of accomplishment, but with the tension of what these documents might reveal. Amber, the ever quick-handed rogue had deftly captured the images, ensuring that they had the evidence needed to uncover more about Dick Strongthorn's operations, while the rest of the Sparkle squad kept the courier distracted, ensuring no one noticed their covert activities. Vash and King Gizzard stood off to the side. They didn't really bring much help to this. As you gather your breath and prepare to leave Dutch Street, the weight of the morning's revelations settles in. Each document, each photograph is a piece of the puzzle that could lead you closer to unraveling the mysteries of Erda, the prophecy, the Starfire Gem, and maybe even your way home. The gala is fast approaching, and with it, a confrontation with Dick Strongthorn and Valerie that promises to be both enlightening and dangerous. What would you guys like to do?
I think we're going to start going through the pictures to see what we got.
All right.
Yep. What do we got?
We don't want to, like, get out of Dodge first, or, like, find a restaurant or something to hang out in to look at it.
I guess we could go to, like, our warehouse.
Is it that? It's not that far, right?
It's no, you guys are closest would be Wohop. So here I could actually share this and show you guys where you are roughly right now. So closest would be Wohop. Why is everything needing to be refreshed right now? There we go. So you guys are where the red circle is. You guys, if you go into the normal dragon thing, I say dragon, owlbear. So here. Let me copy this for you guys so you can go look at the map directly. But you guys are just south of Wohop by about maybe a few blocks or so, whereas the hideout is farther up in the West Village. So closest would be to go to Wohop. As far as Maz is a little farther away. It's between where you are currently and it's halfway to the West Village to your hideout. So
Wohop it is.
all right, you guys.
I'm sure Coley could go for some bao buns.
Perfectly, and it's right around lunchtime. If I remember right, you guys were intercepting the guy around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Early.
Yeah. It is around noon, and you guys are walking into Wohop, or walking down into Wohop, your regular place. It's kind of busy. It's a little bit of the lunch rush side of things, but it's also I think it's a Monday morning, if I remember right. So it's a Monday morning. You guys, it's not, or Monday lunchtime. So Frankie, you see some of the regulars popped around and everything like that. There are a few tourists in your guys' booth, just so you know, sitting in your guys' regular booth. Totally taking selfies with all the stuff in the background. You're hearing them whisper to each other, like, this was on the Marvelous Miss Maisel. Right? Yeah. Huh?
You said tourist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you overhear them like, this is the restaurant that was in the Marvelous Miss Maisel in the end of the last episode. Oh my gosh, look, there's the dollar bill with their signature on it. Like, you're overhearing them talk back.
Are there other open booths?
Yeah, there's one on the other side, but it's it's kind of it's close to the kitchen, so it's a little louder, and the one you guys like is a little out of the way, but yeah, it's available.
We're gonna go up to the table and try to persuade them to move.
Okay.
And give me my booth.
All right, go for it, Frankie. Roll me a persuasion check.
Starting off strong, guys. A 9.
Good to be back.
Welcome back. First roll of the night.
Yeah.
9.
It's 4 ladies from, let's say, the West Coast. I won't say directly where, but you just see them kind of look at you and go like, excuse me, no, this is my friend's, like, she loves the show Marvelous Miss Maisel, and this has been her whole thing, this trip. This has been one of the sole reasons we're doing a tour of all the locations from the TV show. And so I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give up a booth for anybody today. This is her special day. And you look over and the friend is just in there kind of shy. Like, you can see from her eyes, she probably doesn't care one way or another, but you definitely got the one friend that is like going to stand up for her buddy in that moment.
Yeah. Look, totally get it, understand. That booth over there, though, is actually closer to the kitchen, and I think that's the one that that Mrs. Maisel and Susie sat at, actually. So if you really want to get the Mrs. Maisel experience, you should really move over to that one.
Roll me a deception check.
22?
We're back.
You see her go, wait, with Susie? I didn't know there was an episode with her and Susie in here too?
Mm-hmm. Right over there, sitting at that booth. I think there's a picture on the wall of it if you go over there and look.
Well, but we already put in our order at this table.
Oh, it's fine. I know the people. I will make sure that they switch your ticket over to that booth to make sure that you still get your food and everything.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Come on, girls. Let's go. Let's get before somebody else gets it. And see you rush over, and you guys' booth is free.
I'm going to let you guys sit down, and then I am going to go back because I feel bad for the one girl. I'm going to go back to the kitchen and make sure that they note that they moved to the other booth and then come back out and join you guys.
As you walk back to the kitchen, it's still at times is jarring to you because before it was all these, men and women back there that just look normal, and now it's all these dragonborns that are back there. But as soon as you start walking back to the kitchen, they see it. You just hear all of them, Frankie!
Hey!
How you doing?
Doing good. Can we get an order of the usual for the normal table? And then the people that were at our normal table, can you switch them back over to booth 7?
All right. We got a flip-flop on 7. We can do that for you, girl.
Thank you.
Always.
And then when I walk back out and join everybody at the table.
All right. So you guys are able to sit down around the table now. Plenty of room for you at your normal booth up in the corner, out of people's earshot a little bit, and kind of a little bit darker part of the room, away from prying eyes if you wanted to chit chat and talk about things. But yeah. So what's next? Are we Amber? Are you pulling out I'm guessing you had a phone to take these pictures? We didn't decide on what that was.
No, we've given phones. I've given phones out. I've handed phones out in bulk.
Okay.
Yes.
So where are we going with this?
I'm gonna pull my phone out and start looking at the photos, and could use some assistance at knowing what their photos are.
Are they blurry?
No, because she rolled really high, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So she was able to capture it all very well. So they're not going to be blurry or anything. You're definitely going to have it. Now, here's what I will have is I'm going to, one of you will need to roll an investigation, but I will allow you to do it with advantage if somebody wants to help. You guys are all like looking at your sheet like, who should be doing this?
I have +5 investigation.
I have 3.
I'm +1. I'm probably not the best.
I have a +6.
So it sounds like Ash is helping.
I'm out.
Vash.
Or Vash could be doing the investigation with help.
Yeah, I'd say Vash does it. I'll help.
Okay, so I will roll with the investigation. Is that fair? And then I will give whatever the plus is that Amber rolls.
No, you just get to roll with advantage because Amber's helping you.
I feel like Amber just like sat down and like handed Bash the phone and was like, "Hey, like,
Yes.
what did we?"
How's the 17 work?
And
for
I
you?
think
Not good.
With advantage is the 17?
15 and then a 17.
First was a 15 and 17. So
Okay. So what you're
do I get to add my plus? Yeah. Oh no, wrong game. Damn it. Never mind. I was thinking Icewind. That's fine.
But you didn't. Well, no, I'm running maths in my head anyways.
I was doing 10 towns.
It's
different
fine.
game.
You're fine. You're completely fine. What you get, sir, as you go through is first you see pictures of the gala tickets because you didn't take anything. You just took pictures of everything. So you see these gala tickets, and on them are the name Eric Smythe. With a 17, you recognize that name?
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Did you say Eric Smythe?
Smythe.
You mean Smith?
Nope. Smythe.
Just checking.
Smythe.
Just ask for a friend.
Smythe.
So SMYTH?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, Smythe.
Yeah, I'll change how that's spelled real quick as I wrote it down.
It's like SMITH. Smythe.
Put an E at the end. It works. Smythe.
Okay.
Eric
Yeah, right?
Smythe. So you see on the gala tickets Eric Smythe. And it's two of them, so he has him and a +1. With a 17, you recognize the name, but and that's mainly because of your working for Dick Strongthorn originally. So you recognize the name, but you never necessarily had any direct interactions with him, and you can't necessarily place the correlation with him. So, outside of that, you are able to pick up 3 key kind of documents in all of this. One of them is, and they're all named after operations. So you know that Dick Strongthorn likes to give secret operation names to his stuff, because just in case they can talk about it in the open and not come up with anything on it. The first is Operation Deep Impact. The second is Operation Big Swing. And the third is Operation Iron Rod. So
Of course it is. Of course it is.
You did that on purpose.
I don't know what you're talking about. These were all just names that came out of the blue.
Eric Smitty. We need the operations are. Please repeat.
Deep impact.
Big swing.
Deep impact.
Big swing.
Big swing.
Iron rod.
Iron rod.
So you were able to.
I could 100% see those being initiatives at companies I have worked in before.
No comment.
Big swing.
So, I will let you investigate further on any one of those if you want to. You guys get to decide which ones you go to decide more information on.
Vash proposes this to the group and asks, which one do we want to dig in on?
Can we each dig into one?
Hmm?
Can we each dig into one?
Potentially. It's all on her phone right now, though. So it's kind of tough. Only one person can be kind of swiping through, zooming in to look at the text and kind of reading it and all that kind of stuff.
Can they airdrop it to the rest of us at the table?
Ah. Frankie's using her brain. I like it.
Big brain.
Give me a what would it? I kind of want to have a tech check. I don't know what that would be on this. An intelligence, a straight intelligence check is what this is going to be. So everybody roll me an intelligence check. If you are over a 15, you succeeded and you were able to receive the airdrop. If you were below a 15, you couldn't figure out how to work the phone, so you didn't get it, and therefore you don't get to have a chance at doing investigation checks.
Is it the one at the top?
Yes.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
14.
Vash is already on the phone, so I don't need anything.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
literally
fine.
on the phone already.
Okay. Frankie, did you get it?
But Vash is on my phone.
Okay.
No, Vash is on Vash.
It works. King Gizzard, what did you get?
13.
Okay, so no King Gizzard, no Frankie. Coley, what did you get?
14.
Okay. You
I
tried
tried.
airdrop,
I tried.
but damn it, they're on Androids and you're on an iPhone, and it's just not like you're trying to bump, but it just doesn't work. It's a pain in the ass. So this is all on Vash and Amber at the moment, trying to. And I imagine Vash, you reach over and you're showing her how to do pinch and zoom and all this kind of stuff. So we're down to Vash and Amber being able to investigate these. It doesn't mean that you can't do more, but it does mean it will limit probably how much you guys uncover information-wise. So, Vash, which one do you want to investigate?
Clearly, we're going to go with deep impact.
Iron rod.
No, ma'am. This is not one of your books.
This is not one of your books. Amber, which one do you want to look at?
You want to look at the
I
iron
was
rod?
gonna say-
I'm just asking.
Big swing. What? Right? Big.
Go look at,
Was
look
that
at
what
big
it's called?
swing.
Big
though,
Yeah,
you know
big
what I'm
swing,
saying?
sure.
Yeah,
I love it.
Big swing. Yep.
Oh
Checks
my
out.
gosh. I had so much fun talking with Codex today to come up with these names.
I feel like Codex is violated. Just like, you want what? So there's a guy. His name is Dick. And I need...
I literally need names for a guy that ego is so big that he called himself Dick. And what would he name his operations?
Start with big... I need a big swing is what I need.
All
big
right.
swing.
So we'll start with Operation
Helicopter.
Deep Impact. Vash, give me a investigation check.
Investigation.
You are trying to beat a 15.
Okay.
Throw it out there.
How's an 18 work for you?
An 18 works perfectly. All right, so what you begin to dig into all the documents that you see around the title of Deep Impact. And sorry, I'm looking up here. Okay, so as you start digging through all these, you start realizing, because they're still cryptic, right? He's not going to just outright say, here's my plans to rule the world. So you're having to read between the lines. And you realize Deep Impact is related to one of the main products that Dick Strongthorn has been recently investing a lot into is AI. And of course, the AI he's investing into is a neural network called Deep Force. So it's the Deep Force neural network that he's been investing into. And with a 17, you realize he's using this to basically steal IP from companies to possibly reuse. And he's also using it to turn around and possibly have blackmail against other people. So, well, a lot of times the searches done in these are kind of anonymous. He's definitely figured out a way to have it connected to the various people, has even worked in the city to have advertising about Deep Force in front of various key leaders of the city, so that way maybe they try to use it and implement it. He's trying to get it into different companies and such. So he's really working around that. You also realize there's an address on this that, in particular is... Crap, I'm trying to look up the address for this. So that way I can give you an actual address in this deal. It is off of Trinity Place. It's like 50 Trinity Place, New York, New York, is the address of where kind of the data center that's been running a lot of Deep Force is out of. And with you said a 17 is what you rolled, right?
18.
18. With an 18, you recognize that address as one of the properties that Dick Strongthorn. It has a hotel that's on there too, but you know that one of the floors is kind of a fake floor that is used solely for him to run out of the data center, especially with the security that you did before for him and stuff. You know that that's where he's running that data center out of, is Trinity Place. So.
Thanks, Dad.
All right. Amber, which one are you going for again?
Big swing.
All right. Roll me an investigation check. Trying to beat a 15.
17.
You hit the gold mine with this one, by the way. So this one, immediately something catches your eyes as you're flipping through this, and it's a copy of Frankie's birth certificate. And
why does Dick have that?
so you catch that.
He swung big.
There is some pictures of Central Park. One of them you recognize to be the tree for the Shenu that you've walked through. And then there is also, cryptically, you kind of make it out. There is the date of April 8th. And then last but not least, there are 3 sets of numbers. And roll me a perception check on that.
Uh, 13.
Okay. They just catch your eye because they look really interesting. I'm dropping them into the Discord. But they're all kind of similar, but they're really like off. And so it's like 40.781842, comma, dash 73.966288. And then the next one's kind of similar. They're all kind of similar to each other, but it doesn't make sense to you because they're all just like these rando numbers. And that's what you find out as you peruse the Operation Big Swing. The last thing that you notice with Operation Big Swing, because when you're taking these out, I'm going to say each one of these were kind of like, there were several like manila envelopes and like each one was organized. And whenever you pulled it out of there, you also noticed on the envelope, the manila envelope, that it was addressed to Eric Smythe at 50 Trinity Place.
So we're gonna need to go see good old Eric Smythe. Right?
This Eric Smythe stuff is public info at this point, right?
I don't know. Vash and Amber, how much of this are you conveying to the rest of the group?
All of it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I've
Just sitting there like verbal vomiting what you're learning as you go
Oh,
along.
Vash would 100% would literally be reading out loud what it says with no concept of anybody around him.
Sounds good.
Do we have to consider that Eric Smythe is a cover-up name, whatever you want to call it, a nom de guerre, whatever the fuck that word is?
alias?
That too, thanks.
He was going super fancy with it. You're like,
Hey,
alias.
I was like,
Yeah.
a what?
I don't know. Somebody roll me a perception check on that, or
It's my idea, I'll do it. Hey, where'd you go? Oh no. Yeah, it's a 10.
King Gizzard says out loud just what he did, but you guys don't understand what he's trying to say on that. You hear him go, is any chance Eric might be a numb de girl?
Perfect.
I believe you mean nom de plume.
Maybe.
Oh. You don't think this is the actual writer?
No. Well, I don't think this is the real person's name as to who this information is intended for.
So a nom de plume.
Maybe.
Fair. But who would write these letters in place of somebody? Like, this seems like very pertinent information to just be passing back and forth under
Dick.
a ghost.
If we go look for Eric, we're gonna find Dick.
Do you think we'll find anything else besides Dick?
No, I don't know. I don't know what else.
So you're saying we won't find Dick if we go there?
Mike could find what's that? Valerie? Was that the other one we don't like? You work-
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she's lovely. Just
Is
she's
she?
she is. She's perfectly fine. She's very organized. So is that where we're going next? I just asking for a friend.
I don't know. I think we need to be careful with what we do. If we go try to find this Eric fucker, we need to watch our steps.
I am very interested in the big swing one, clearly, since my birth certificate was in there. Can I use my New York City knowledge to look at those numbers and know that those are latitude and longitudes, and maybe that I've already put them in Google to see where they might align to within the city of New York?
Did you just roll an Alicia Keys? Is that what you're telling me?
Frankie, roll me
Okay, got
a
it.
perception check.
That was a 19 on the die plus 6.
Yeah.
You recognize that those are GPS coordinations, and
Yo, Grace.
and you're able to put it into
I know
Google
it.
Maps
And pull it up.
and pull it up.
And tell you that one of them is at the World Trade Center. So one of them is at Dick's office, one of them is in Central Park, and one of them is off of Broadway and 43rd-ish. But I overlooked that with our owl bear map, and I don't see anything currently that we know of at Broadway and 43rd-ish.
Let's see if the DM.
GM.
I don't know. 43rd and I mean,
Nope. DM know where he was going with that.
Okay.
Is it Dick's office and where was the other one?
Dick's office, Central Park.
Central Park. Okay.
I'm assuming probably pretty close to where the Shea New Tree is, if I had to guess. Not knowing specifically where that is. Yeah, it's got to be pretty close because it's not too far from the Belvedere Castle. And then, like I said, the last one is off of Broadway and 43rd-ish. Where is the hotel? Off 50 Trinity Place.
Yep.
Which is not near this.
Yep. And we'll leave the second one as if you don't recognize it right now. I'm going to leave it as you don't know. Until you figure it out.
Be very curious as to what is potentially at this third location, since the other two are clearly quite important to Richard Strongthorn.
Would we go there?
I don't know. I think at some point we should. I don't know if we necessarily have time right meow.
When's the ball? Or the gala? How much time do we have until the gala?
You got a week until the gala.
I also worry that he clearly is spying on Central Park. He clearly has good security at his office. I wonder about the security at this third location.
Those are good things to worry and wonder about.
Can I roll for insight to see if I'm familiar with the third location?
Yeah.
Miss Cooley forgot more than she knows.
15.
On the nose. Right now the DC's right around 15 on all of this. You recognize as Frankie's like, I don't. She's like showing you on Google Maps, like, I don't recognize this place, and you're like, that's Times Square.
Okay. I will relay that.
What's so important about Times Square other than it is a complete and utter tourist trap? But
Whose
no.
area is that again?
Oh, that's a good question.
With that insight, you'll also know that's in the heart-ish of the Shadowvar territory. It's 2 blocks away from the Central Park, or not Central, New York Library. Like,
There's a lovely Hilton right there off of Broadway and 43rd. You can walk like 1 block east. I know, I've stayed there. It's lovely. It's fantastic. It's very insane.
Give me a group insight.
Okay.
I need 3 of you to get over a 15.
14.
Oh, attaway.
15.
There's 1,
22.
2,
18.
3. There we go.
Funny.
4. Vash is an idiot. No.
I mean, he was so close.
He's just not insightful.
Call
That's
it
all. He just doesn't. He doesn't pick up on social cues. That's all that's going on here. It's perfectly fine. As you guys are kind of thinking about the connection of Times Square, the Shadowvar, everything you've kind of learned about them so far, the fact that Shar is over anti-magic and this shadow weave, and she's been trying to grow her power by suppressing magic. Times Square is an interesting place because everybody that goes there for all the Broadway shows that are around there, the lights. It's like, in some ways, the heart of tourism in New York City. It's not the heart of New York City, but the heart of people who come there to suck away the magic without actually giving any credit to magic. If anything, it's kind of would be maybe the heart of anti-magic in that sense of, from what you guys know as truly magic, a place where maybe Shar could have the central place where she puts her power in New York City and gains power in New York City, as all these people coming up and feeling all this magical thing but not necessarily experiencing the true weave in that sense.
And then you said the date that was in there was 4/8.
April 8th, yes.
What is the date today?
Oh, it's like, I'm going to say February 4th.
Okay.
So we'll say...
Is that the date of, like... Yeah. Okay, Vash, you remember what that date was, but I can't remember exactly.
The eclipse?
Was the eclipse
Yeah.
4/8?
Yeah.
Making
As if
connection.
there is a huge event that's going to happen in New York over Times Square during an eclipse.
Almost. That can't be it, though.
No, that obviously not.
No,
That's
no,
just no.
And then
It's too easy.
So that's the big thing. He had a copy of my birth certificate. Did he have like any pictures of me, or like
Nope.
doesn't know what I like? Doesn't know anything other than I was born.
He knows when and where you were born.
Okay.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen, a new episode of My Two Dads.
I don't like it.
sorry.
Why does he know these things about me?
Bash, as Frankie says that kind of out loud, like, why does he know these things about me? Roll me an insight check.
Bash, you're supposed to be rolling an insight check.
Because I told him.
Right?
No.
Bash.
Why am I writing? Why am I doing the insight?
Talk to the DM. I don't know.
Get a brother, get up. Natural 20, so 21, please, sir.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, you made me roll. Don't be mad at me. I even asked. I was like, why'd you make me roll?
Why did
Yeah,
I,
Greg.
why did I
Why?
freeze all of a sudden?
These things about me.
Okay, this is weird. 1 second. I'm frozen on here.
It's awkward.
It's so awkward. Where am I on this? I'm going to try to, like... Why did it turn off completely? This is so dumb.
I could see your lips moving.
Yeah, no, on the stream, I froze completely. So, hold on 1 second. I'm going to do a B right back. There we go. I have no idea why I did that. All right, we're back. Okay. 21. Vash, you suck. That's where we were. Okay. Vash, you were the one that...
You said I roll. I had nothing to do with this.
Anyways, the reason you had to roll was because you were the one that originally cross-referenced Frankie's birth certificate with the public records.
Yep.
So you know that if somebody had maybe a date and looking for a kid born with red hair, green eyes,
within that time frame, had
kind
a
of
bunch of
female,
like,
all that kind of
crazy
stuff, that you were able to pinpoint out of all the things that was Frankie that was born on that day, and that Frankie didn't have any other parents, that there was no baby swap because everything else couldn't be something swapped with. So therefore, if somebody had a lot of different things and they were trying to pinpoint based upon other information they had, maybe they could come up with this birth certificate.
So Vash, you knew about me all along.
No, actually, I only knew about you when I cross-referenced on the computer recently. I mean, Google is a great resource and reference, so I just did not have enough time to reciprocate. But yeah, no, I knew. Probably been about a week.
GM, I thought you just said that Vash was the one that found me.
Yeah,
No.
when you were at Ma's house.
When we were at Ma's house,
Oh, okay.
when I found... No, ma'am.
Okay.
Don't make this weird.
God, I was about to say.
And Vash showed up to the doorstep and raised the child from the floor and said, "My lady." No, none of that happened. No.
Okay.
I literally Googled your ass. And
He's
I had enough
always
information
been there,
to find
Frankie.
it.
He's
No.
always been there. No.
Stop it.
Roll insight to determine if Vash is your dad.
You picked the eunuch? How dare you?
Are you my dad?
You don't know.
I am really good with technology.
Are you my daddy?
It's 3D printed. We're fine, guys. Go ahead. Jay?
All right. Perfect. Other than that, that's pretty much what you got, unless you guys want to take one more swing at Operation Iron Rod.
Big swing at Iron Rod. Big swing at Iron Rod. I got one.
Big swing
Amber
at
got
Iron
one.
Rod.
Someone's also got to do it, though. Jay.
Yeah, if you want to let Jay go for it, I'll say you can hand the phone over to him.
Let's be clear. Coley should do it, but at the end of the day, Jay should try.
I feel like if Giz does it though, it's with disadvantage, just to be on the nose.
Can I roll with insight?
Okay, wait, who's rolling? Because we're going back between Coley and King Gizzard right now.
Well, we have.
I'm down
right?
for it just for the comedy aspect of it, but
It's not on the nose. It's mostly at the tip at this point.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll with disadvantage, but each one of you are rolling one of the dice. So I'm gonna go with whichever lower dice it is of the two of you, and it's for you guys pick either investigation or insight.
Don't like this.
Either or.
I'm gonna say you get levels of information based upon different things. So like if you get over 5, you get a little bit, 10 a little bit more, 15 a little bit more, 20, everything.
Oh, Jay.
What'd you roll with, Jay?
Amazing.
A 6. Okay.
I got a 16.
So it's a 6.
Cannibal
Coley,
wins.
you reach it like Vash is like, my eyes are hurting. Can somebody else read this and see what they can find? And he sets the phone down. And Coley, you're about to reach out and grab it as King Gizzard goes, I got it! Picks it up and starts swiping through it. And he's like, oh, Operation Iron Rod. Something about a cryptocurrency called Firmbit? Yeah, that's all it is. And tosses the phone back.
Just wanted to hear that, right? That was firm bit.
Firmbit.
Okay.
Firm bit. Iron rod. Firm bit.
You really let Codex go with this one, didn't you?
I did. I mean, you read like there's some about a slogan of like the most solid investment you'll ever make, and that's about it.
We're really going off the deep end here.
No, we already
The
talked
puns
about
in my
Operation
mind
Deep
right
Impact,
now.
so it's all good. I love making my players cringe. You guys make me cringe enough, so it's fun to give it back every now and then.
Excuse you. How do we make you cringe? We are perfect little angels.
Yeah, sure.
For GM.
Frankie said.
All right. So you now know about the 3 operations, at least. The contact Eric Smythe, the address. You also have copies of the tickets to the gala. Or not copies, but you have a picture of it. So if you wanted to try to recreate that, you can do that. You have options before you now. What would you like to do next?
I think we have to find out more about the Eric Smythe character. And then I wonder if Our Lady Down Under could make us a replica of the ticket. Perhaps.
Actually, I may have something that could help with that.
Solid.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I may already have an invitation.
How do you have an invitation?
Well, that's a great question. I
Thank
would
you.
love to tell you more.
I would love to hear more.
Remember,
When
I
did
told
you get this invitation?
I don't know. When they sent them out. I've had it for a while.
You
But-
mean the ones with the backpack that we tried to steal?
Before then. Yeah.
You got
those
one.
invitations.
So when we went to
I got one
go
in the
find,
mail. Well,
So
maybe
when
by
we-
courier.
so when we went to go find that, you forgot to tell us that you already had one.
I only have one. I don't
Hmm.
know if I can get us some more plus ones.
So you're gonna go in there yourself?
on.
Great.
Hold on. Who is the invitation to, Coley?
What do you mean? Who is it to?
Lazarus,
Is it to Coley or is it to
the
one
child. What
No,
is a
it's to
child?
London.
Then Peter.
Wait, who the fuck is Wait, London is you. London is the place. London is what is London? Who the fuck is
Who is
London?
London?
Well, you remember Lazarus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
London's like Lazarus.
Vash.
Can we meet London? Can we just do this?
No,
Vash.
I haven't met London.
Vash, give me an investigation check. Or perception or investigation. I'll say either one.
Nope. 11.
Yeah. You don't remember.
Yeah. I don't know who the hell London is. I know where that is on the map, but that's about it.
So who's London and how is London associated to Dick?
I'm London, and I don't have an association with Dick.
No,
So
you're
then how did one-
no, you're Coley.
At least
Yeah.
not that Dick.
An invite to the gala.
Because I have an
You-
association
you gotta-
with. If you would just let me finish talking. I have told you multiple times now that I know Valerie.
So London knows Valerie.
All of a sudden,
Valerie knows London.
Vash's
I
eyes
know
dim
Valerie.
and turn red
At the
at the mention of Valerie. His eyes dim and turn red.
feel you on that one, buddy. And I'm just gonna kind of like pat his hands.
Vash stands up and flips the table.
Give me a strength check.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on, we going?
Because this is
Yeah,
like
we are 100%. We are. Yeah, we
Where we going?
100% are going right now.
I know exactly what this
Can be
is.
a
Wait, what's up?
2.
No, this is happening right now in public. We're getting rough right now, Miss I Know Valerie. That's cool. So yeah, we'll do a strength check real quick. Can her brother get a natural 20 with a 23 and flips the table and snaps it in half?
I was gonna say this is like one of the
Yeah.
booth tables attached to the wall, and he literally just rips it off the wall and throws it off into the middle of this open room right now.
And in the calmest voice humanly possible, Vash goes, "How do you know Valerie?"
Gizzard
Run in the
stepping in
same
front of Coley.
circle.
So you know my murderer?
I am familiar with her. We're not having tea together, but we happen to be at the same events when we're both invited to them.
So you were invited to literally my previous employer's soiree, which only the highest of his echelon are invited to. Still
I'm
red.
not part of his echelon, but I was invited.
Nobody gets to go to that event. I worked for him and I did not go to that event. Please
I don't know
explain
what
your
to tell
relationship
you. They
now.
love me.
So your murderers love me. You
I wasn't murdered.
To clarify, they love London, but you still have not told us anything about London.
Ash grabs his shirt, pulls it forward, and starts to reach underneath it and goes, I need you to tell me, Coley, everything that you know right now before we have to go.
Okay, I'm gonna need to roll for this, Greg, because I don't know any of this.
That's fine.
Greg's like, I did not know that Bash would have a visceral reaction if Coley knew and hung out with his murderers.
Okay.
I did tell you all before.
You did. No,
If
no,
you go
did.
back like 10
We
episodes.
did. No,
Yeah,
no, but you did not
before
clarify.
Valerie killed him,
There was, yeah.
It was before Bash was murdered.
right?
Yeah, no, it was fine before I was murdered, and then I died.
Coley.
Like Jay's like, are we doing this? Yeah,
Yeah, we doing this?
Let's go.
Coley. I just want to see Coley turn into a bear and kick Vash's ass. It'd be hilarious.
Rawr.
Rawr. Bam. It'd be funny. But you are in a restaurant where everybody has turned and looked at you now at this point. And definitely the tourist ladies are kind of holding up their phones and one guy in the corner is World Star. Anyways, okay.
Nice.
Coley, you know London's connection to the unseen is she has been used as a liaison to procure items over the years.
Okay.
Very high price items.
Okay. So
Rare, some of them, not very many of them magical. Actually, none of them magical that you knew they would magical, but London has never portrayed herself as somebody procuring magical items, more of just historical artifacts and different things on the black market for them.
Okay. I will relay this information. But maybe in very quiet voice so that the people that are like the cameras are not picking this up.
Bash takes his hand out from underneath his shirt. His eyes dim and go blue and go, so you're a tradesman. And he sits back down.
Sure.
I
we
mean,
can
you
go with
do
that.
that.
I prefer art curator.
Did you trade the book to him?
I don't know.
He is a collector and purveyor of most of the rarest of arts, as well as hard to find items, which I believe you have most access to.
I don't remember.
So you may have given him all the power that he needs. You just don't remember.
I don't know.
Okay. That's it. Bash just sits.
What's her name in the underground?
Zara.
Zara.
Yeah. Zara's not the only one that signs non-disclosures.
Okay.
Who else does?
London, apparently.
Valerie does. She keeps things close to her heart in order to protect it.
Curiosity question. If Valerie were to die, would those NDAs die with her?
Yes.
Sold.
Magic breaks when the caster is gone.
As
So
this
we
is all
snap the bitches
happening,
back.
Frankie is working on right-siding the table, and
That
put
he's
it back in
snapping at.
place. And just, hey guys, nothing to see here. You know, people get heated, conversations happen. It's fine. You can go ahead and put those phones away. You'd seem like you never been in New York before. Come on, sit down, enjoy your food.
Bash stands up and goes,
They're terrorists.
they're terrorists. Bash stands up and goes, I'll be right back if you excuse me. And then Bash goes upstairs.
To your old apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold that. Multiple things.
What do you need to do with the table? The table's fine. It was just snapped in half. It's fine.
It was ripped out of the damn wall. It was
roll
not
for
attached to the
table.
floor.
Roll for table. Yeah, I know. I'm very aware.
Frankie, give me a persuasion or performance.
21.
Perfect. Yeah. Whatever you're saying, you're like, oh, he just, sorry, it fell off the wall and he just went with it, something, whatever. You're like, biggest lie here, kind of that. And slowly you see other people putting their phones away and different things like that. Before I forget, Vash, are you wearing the sombrero of disguise?
No, I didn't. I took it off last session because we didn't need it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so I'm literally in full on regalia, like straight up Dare t-shirt, flipped up, like I'm fucking coked out. Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him up the stairs too.
And now on camera.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, but if it's on camera, it doesn't show.
Consequences.
But it doesn't show. It shows his human form.
Because of the glamour, it won't show. Yeah.
Right, which could be posted on social media.
Oh, 100%, and people will see who I am.
People
and know
see.
I'm alive. I'm aware.
Okay. Vash, you're going upstairs. King Gizzard, you're following him.
Wait, you still had the disguise on when we left. Did you take it off when we walked over there?
Yeah, because I have to keep taking it off because it has to break. Remember? We have time. I can't have it on for a long time.
An hour.
For the amount of time he has on, he has to have it off to recharge.
Yeah, so if I had it on and then we walked to where we were going and wore it the whole time, it's been an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Like it was not a quick jaunt. So if the theory was that I wore it the whole time, I have to take it off. Otherwise it has to recharge. Yeah, no. That's happening.
Okay. Shit.
Uh-huh.
I want to stop Vash at the top of the stairs before we get too far.
Vash stops and just stands still. Yes, King Gizzard. And doesn't even look at him, just back to him.
Let's be smart about whatever we're doing. What are we looking for?
We're not looking for anything. We have an in at this point. So I feel that with our connection, we should be fine. Doesn't even turn and look at him.
Why are we up here?
I was going to check my old apartment.
That's owned by your previous employers that tried to kill you.
Correct, because if the previous employees have already been here, they may have left something or a clue. I highly doubt they are staying
There might be somebody up there now.
That's fine.
And they might have cameras up here. And they're going to know that you're looking through shit.
Do you want to find the cameras with me?
I want to make sure you're okay. I'm here with you. I got your back.
I'm perfectly fine.
Let's be halfway smart about it. Halfway. Only halfway.
Do you have an alternative, Gizzard?
No, I just ran up here to make sure that we're good, to make sure we're not stepping out of bounds or anything.
Bash turns around, and his eyes, not dimmed, are red. And Vash goes, I promise I'll knock.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. One more time.
Vash turns around, eyes bright red, and goes, I promise I'll knock.
Fuck it.
We've
Let's go.
awakened the Warforge.
Jason's like, let's go.
No, you had me at red eyes, homie. Let's just fucking. All right.
Mhm.
Game on.
The amount of time we were like, let's not separate the party again. And here we are.
Nope.
Checks out. I mean,
And I want to point out it's always the boys that go off and do something.
we were not invited to the Sparkle Squad. We didn't get a letter. There was nothing to say, hey, would you like to participate? Y'all went gem hunting without us. So therefore we have to occupy ourselves.
Smash Bros V2.
Smash Bros V2, 100%.
I love this.
Mario
We have
and
the
Luigi,
Sparkle Squad and the
let's go.
Smash Bros. Like that's
I'm taking my shirt off the box.
Wario and Waluigi, let's go. This is happening. So kindly, Vash slowly walks upstairs and goes to his apartment. Is there a Shiba Inu image on the door? That's usually the sticker. That's how he finds his place.
I thought it was a Hello Kitty.
Oh, Hello Kitty. Sorry. I was thinking Shiba Inu is that's his smock, not his door. But okay.
Yes. Yeah, Hello Kitty's still on the door.
Still there. Kindly, he just knocks quietly.
Oh, you go to knock and the door starts to swing open.
I investigate the lock to see if it's been busted.
You look down at it and while the lock is fine, the latch into which it goes is completely knocked out of the door. And you remember locking the door before you guys leave.
Oh yeah,
left.
no, absolutely, he always does. So Vash looks at Gizzard and goes, after you.
I look at him. I say, "You left. I right."
I left.
I go in right through the door as quietly as possible.
Okay.
And I'm looking for anything, people, signs of disruption, anything like that.
First, roll me a stealth check.
There it is. Doom, 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 doom.
That was a 5.
That was a what? That was a fogget?
No, the dice got thrown. Like, it's no longer in play. I need to find a new D20. The stealth roll was 5.
Vash, King Gizzard turns to you and goes, shh. And then you see him push the door, and it just like creaks the whole way as he opens it up.
Unfeeling. Vash is just standing there watching this whole scenario happen. As much as as much feeling could be on a robot's face, that's how much feeling you're getting. Just straight, not nothing. Just really.
So I kind of stop. And I look at him. No sense of being quiet now.
Good
and I
point.
just start going through rooms. Look for anything.
Okay. You both walk into the living room area, and nobody's in there. But give me a perception check.
Ooh, 7.
Okay.
19.
Vash, you're looking around and you don't see anybody. King Gizzard, you're hearing rustling noises from one of the back rooms.
Which way is that?
In my mind, you walk into kind of like an open living room area. To your right is the kitchen with like a little peninsula that then walks around into that. And to your left at the far wall is a short hallway with 2 bedrooms, one to each side and a bathroom in the middle.
All right, so I'm going to start going towards where the noise is.
All right. I'm like trying to think through this and what they rolled on this.
They, you say?
They.
As a general
Could be anything.
pronoun, I'm not giving you he or she or it
No,
or that.
them.
It's they, them. As they, them, what they, them are doing. You don't hear anything in the room to the right, but to the room to the left, the door is kind of shut. It's like cracked a tiny bit, and you can hear rustling in there as somebody's like opening boxes and pulling things out. You know that is the room that Vash had the failed experiments in.
Kicking the door open.
Cool. Roll for initiative.
Fuck yes.
You're gonna get a sneak attack, but roll for initiative.
Jay and me, or just Jay?
Just Jay. But you roll for initiative too, but Jay's getting the sneak attack.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
I'm fighting one of your creations, Vash.
Vash got a 20. Okay. And
No, Sparkle Squad, y'all are doing great. Y'all hang down there. Fix the table.
I'll come back to you
I
guys
really
in a
appreciate
second.
Y'all doing fine work.
This is payback for the diamond heist. Is what this
Diamond
is.
heist, right?
No, it's so fair. You deserve some solo episodes.
Ash Bros.
You kick the door open, and as you run in, you see a huge bulking figure in a black suit.
Lazarus? No. London? Could be.
That's it. But you get a sneak attack to start on this.
Have they noticed me
No.
at all? Or
No, you got you kick the door open, and if you're running in, they are like slowly starting to turn in that moment. So you just see a hulking figure in a black suit, like they're mid opening up a box to rummage through it.
What's in between me and them?
Nothing.
Nothing. Wide open spaces.
Yeah, think a hoarder's room. So it's kind of got boxes and crap and broken lamps and a chair that's got boxes in it and stuff. Like this is where, a bag full of cables, just like whatever you could think of just like random things that like an artificer would just be like, I might use this someday. Like kind of pieces all over this room.
I feel seen. Listen, you know what? Those cables I might need one day.
Hey,
you don't know.
I might need that micro HDMI.
That's
never
right.
know.
I mean, you never know. Listen, yeah, sure.
It's just a wall
VGA is
behind
coming
them.
back. So, yes, sorry, they're right there in front of you. What are you wanting to do?
It's just a wall behind them.
Yeah, think square room, no windows.
Yeah, no windows. Perfect. I'm running. So I'm gonna run right at him. I'm gonna push kick him into the wall.
Okay, roll for attack with advantage.
Okay, here's my modifier. That'd be unarmed, right?
Well, yeah,
Technically?
yeah. It's going to be your
That's-
standard melee attack, but your damage will be unarmed, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the 16.
16 hits.
Cool.
Roll your unarmed strike damage on that.
No rolling necessary. 5.
5. All right. You hear a nice thud and crunch as he runs straight into the wall, and you clearly, this is an older building, so it is lath and plaster, and he just full on, you hear that crunch, and you imagine part of that's not just the crunch of the wall, that's the crunch of his nose breaking in the moment as well. Is that your turn?
We've done this so much lately.
Yeah, I know. Combat's weird.
I get a second attack, so I'm gonna swing again with one of the batons, just swinging down.
Okay.
Towards his face.
Well, it'll be the
I
back of
guess.
his head. You haven't seen him yet. He's kind of
Yeah,
back there,
perfect.
so roll with
Well,
advantage again because he's against the wall and not really turned around. So you're getting an advantage attack on him.
Okay. 20. Oh. It's a 26.
That hits. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I hope. Bum, 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 bum. 8 damage.
Okay. Okay. All right, we will start initiative order now. So you got your sneak attack on that. Vash, you are up. So you see King Gizzard run into this room and just yell real quick. You hear a crush against the wall, and then you hear a thud real quick.
How far am I from the room door?
You're like, you
So
have
I can turn around and be like, oh.
Yeah, you have plenty of movement to get in there. It's not far.
It's a New York City apartment.
Yeah,
So
this is not
this big. It's
Yeah.
this
You
big.
are 3 feet away, sir.
Yeah.
So like my last hotel is what you're saying? Like it's pretty much this
Yeah.
big.
It's like
so-
it's spacious for a New York apartment because you've had this since like the 1800s, but or the early 1900s. But on the flip side of it, it's still not.
been a
huge.
while. So Vash runs into the room and holds up and holds his action, waiting for a free moment not to hit Gizzard, but hopefully to hit this big thing, and yells out, don't knock him out. We need to question him. And that's what he does. So I'm holding my action until
Okay.
Gizzard is out of the way to throw my wrench.
Well, are you just throwing a distance attack? Is what it is?
Yeah, range attack.
Range attack? Yeah, you can. There's enough.
Can I
you
hit him with it?
Yeah, you can angle.
Why do I want to hit him?
You don't want to hit King Gizzard or the guy?
But King Gizzard.
Oh, you won't hit King Gizzard. Yeah.
Won't matter. I threw a 13, so
Yeah.
I didn't hit
It
shit.
misses. You see it hit the wall and bounce off the wall.
Yeah.
So you're like, man, you're trying to avoid King Gizzard, and you're yelling that all at the same time, so you just miss in that moment.
Miss. Fair. Okay.
All right. Back to you, King Gizzard, because we're in an initiative order. Vash got a 20, it was 18, and then my guy rolled a 10.
So taking what Vash said about how he wants to question him, I'm gonna grapple him by way of sliding one of the batons underneath his neck and just pulling it back,
Okay.
kind of putting him in the chokehold, and then in the same time trying to turn him towards Vash so Vash can do the talking.
Okay. Let's go for a grapple. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. I think it's a contested
while.
strength, if I remember.
Yes.
Great strength.
Yeah, 1 second. Quick reference. Grapple.
Yeah, I wish I was strong.
Grapple. Okay. Yeah. We'll go with that. It's either I'll let you. Yeah, you're doing that, and then I'm doing, I think, athletics or strength, basically, to fight against it.
So with strength, then it's a 19.
17. You got him.
Yeah.
So you're able to.
Nice.
You reach in with the baton, pull it across him, and you swing him around to face that Vash at that point. Okay? What does he have?
What does he have? Tell us, DM.
A broken nose.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
Really rough time hanging out in my
really
apartment.
lifetime. His attack, he's going to try to headbutt you, King Gizzard, with the back of his head. And so with that, he is going to roll a 10. So yeah, you're easily able to move. You see it coming a mile away, but then he's going to try to elbow you with his multi-attack. And another 10. I'm rolling like shit. So he's trying to, he's doing that flail thing, like, where he's trying to get you with this, and you're pulling him against his neck in that moment as well.
Easy.
Vash, we are back to you.
Can I see his face?
Yes, you can.
Can I recognize him?
Roll me a perception check or investigation.
Fuck. 11? That's with a +6, ladies and gentlemen, just so we're all clear.
His face in this moment, you're still kind of angry and outraged. Somebody's in your apartment, like Valerie's friends with Coley. what the fuck's going on here? It's bloodied and messed up, and you are not in that moment trying to figure out who the hell this guy is.
Vash goes calmly, no emotion. Why are you here?
Roll me a persuasion check if that's your action.
Sure, absolutely. How's a 17 work?
Uh,
10. You rolled a 10. It's fine.
no, I rolled an. No, what would it be? Yeah, I rolled an 8. Straight up on it. I was like, does he have anything as far as like catching on that
pluses,
insight?
bonuses?
And he just says, and you can tell. So, little known fact: when you break your nose, it actually causes fluid to go into your eyes, and you can't see. So you can tell he's like still in that moment because it's been like this that it's all happened, and so he just goes, "I'm looking for Vash."
I'm right here.
And then that's the turn because he doesn't have much more to say in that with all the
sure.
fight and against his neck going on with it. All right, is that your turn, Vash?
Yeah, he just says I'm right here.
Okay. Jay, you're up.
I'm just still squeezing on the baton, pulling it back. Kind of I'm angling to get my legs wrapped around him. And I just want to say name. That's it.
Give me a persuasion or intimidation.
Martha! We will never get a contract with DC ever, just so we're all aware, just for that line.
An 11.
An 11. Let's see. Fucking rolled a 3.
Oh, God! Sorry, Greg. The dice tell the story.
dice-
The dice tell the story, man, because
The dice want the Smash Bros to get a win. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Smash Bros, Smash
and that
Bros.
moment as he's
they
fighting
deserve
against
it.
you, you're like,
Making
name, and he just goes back. It's Ludo.
I knew it.
I knew it too. As soon as he said big, and I was like, damn it. So, whose turn?
It's his turn now.
Yeah.
If that's, I mean, King Gizzard, you kind of, no, you get multi-attack, so you use your action to persuade him. So that's your turn unless you have a bonus action or a reaction that you want to use.
Yeah. Good.
You're good? All right. It's gonna go to him. He's going to try to break your grapple, so it's another contested strength check.
Yeah.
12?
12? Jesus, Greg.
I'm rolling like shit.
Yeah, you are.
20,
So into it.
22.
Yeah, he's just flailing around like a little kid. It's Ludo!
Okay, now we gotta fix this. Now we feel bad. Now everything was going so great, and now I feel bad about everything I've done. So
I'm literally sitting here going like, what could make them feel bad? No,
no, you did a great job, DM. Awesome.
No, it was literally a dice roll of like, is somebody there? Okay, who would it be?
No.
All right.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
I was 100% hoping for Valerie.
I was too. Dude, shit would have got real dark real quick.
Yep.
But it's okay. We'll take Ludo and we'll fix
I'm
this.
kind
It's
of glad that
fine.
it isn't, because if I missed the fight with Valerie, I would be pissed.
Oh, could you imagine like the three
Yeah.
of us downstairs and me and Jake
So
killed Valerie?
upset.
Oh my god. Anyways,
Edit
so right.
Gizzard comes down munching on a finger.
Bash just like shoving something in his backpack without saying anything. Just everything's fine.
You got there, bitchin' fingers.
Oh, nothing.
So,
It's fine.
so London, about Valerie.
So about Valerie into the backpack, bleeding. It'd be great. So is it Vash's turn?
It is Vash's turn.
So Vash cools down, eyes go blue, and he goes, Ludo, Gizzard, let him go. Let him go. He's okay. Yeah, huh, Gizzard? Can you
roll
let
a
go?
persuasion check
Yeah,
for Gizzard.
boy. Yeah, boy. We're about to get deep.
I don't know if it'd be a
Would I roll
wisdom.
against him? Would I roll against him?
Doesn't matter.
Would you?
Bro, I rolled a natural 1 with a +4, so I rolled a 5.
I was gonna say, if you rolled another 20, dude.
No. No. This is the dice tell the story. I rolled
Unless
a
he
1.
rolls a natural 1 with lower on it.
Right.
I would be
Persuasion
shocked.
versus, I'm gonna say, crap. It's been a while. My brain is like,
Been a while.
would it be against his charisma or his con or wisdom?
For perception, it's a wisdom versus.
Yeah, so wisdom. Give me a wisdom.
It's usually
15.
versus. Yeah, it's usually versus intelligence. Wisdom versus intelligence is what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Or persuasion
All right.
versus intelligence.
Yeah.
We'll give wisdom in this.
I
He knows it's not a wise thing to let Ludo go just yet.
Sure.
So he's holding on to you. All right, Jay. That was Vash's turn, I guess.
Yeah.
So I've got him wrapped up at this point. I'm gonna say, Ludo, I've heard good things.
Ludo.
Can we talk?
Give me a persuasion. Got to be a 9.
Gotta be a
Oh,
9.
poor sweet child.
11.
Oh.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you are 11.
He goes, "Came to talk anyways." And that is where we will fade out.
Yeah,
For the night.
boy. Smash Bros.
Smash Bros!
Ludo!
Ludo.
Ludo with the broken nose.
Ludo.
Ludo might be like one of my favorite all-time fictional characters.
Oh, agreed.
Period.
Oh wait,
So-
I forgot to bring
100%.
him up on here. There we go. I could do if my
Yeah.
my stuff's not working for my buttons right now. That's
Ludo
annoying.
is fantastic. Like, I just posted the clip in Discord of just like him being rescued by Sarah is one of my favorite. Ludo. And I'm like,
Oh,
no,
I know.
baby. I was like, yes.
Oh,
Oh my God. Are Coley and Bash going to fight? I'm very excited about this. Miss Best Friends
I'm
with
just
Don't
Mallory.
tell me. You're
I'm
not
gonna
started.
sit on the
best
sidelines.
Someone got an invite to a party that I didn't get an invite to, and I worked there. I'm just saying.
And I was the weird one for having beef with Coley for a little bit.
Did you say blame the DM?
I said talk to the DM because I sent him a message at the beginning of this and I
Yeah,
said, does London have an
yeah, DM.
invite?
Yeah,
DM.
London would of course have an invite.
I
She's
also love that you were so casual about like London, and we're all like, London who?
it's a gala,
Yeah.
and London is in that circle of
Sure,
like
no, 100%.
high fucking like
And so has-
fanciness and all that kind of stuff.
So has 9 of her other characters have been in certain circles, but like one does not simply walk into a Dick Strongthorn. That's all I'm saying.
I will say this.
Not without a big swinger.
Yeah.
Not without a big swinger.
And say Shannon doesn't have that many more characters you haven't met yet.
Oh, good.
Not that many.
Good. Awesome. Are we taking notes? Are there notes? I think I have 3. I have a small child. I have the strange, gigantic man, and now I have London Bridge.
And then don't forget Lazarus.
Oh, and yeah, well, Lazarus is the big one. So honestly,
No, I
that's
think
why.
she has one more than that.
So we have Lazarus, the small child, London apparently, Coley. Who's the other one?
I thought there was one more that we met. Is there not?
Coley. I don't know. Is it London? Is there another person? I have a I have a list.
I don't remember another one.
I think that was
Isn't
it.
the accidental child, and then was like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
just kidding, I'm gonna
rando
put that one
child
back
was
away.
weird. It just showed up.
You haven't even met the child.
We know
Yes,
that's
we did.
you changed it to a child that hid and ran, and we're all like, awkward.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
and then you're
No.
like,
Yeah, you did.
yes,
I
you
accidentally hit the button.
I thought that's who you
Oh.
had met. And so I said the child, but it was Lazarus.
This was a DM mistake. God,
Yeah,
so
I
it's
accidentally hit the
hold on, it's
button one
London.
time, and you guys were like,
So
"Who's
yeah.
that?" And I was like,
that's
"Shoot."
It's
that's us.
lore.
It's lore now. It's cap. Wait. Is the child London?
No, London's a girl.
London's a girl.
The child is Coley's true form.
You
Right?
flipped a table before you were able to like maybe even meet London. I don't know.
I
like-
mean, super ragey. That's what happens. So
Because we
I
all know
love that we're gonna get to see that side of Ash.
he is a Warforged. Like at the
I don't know what that
end of the day,
means.
you will find out.
Well, it means that he very violently ripped a table out of the
Means he-
chair.
Yeah.
Did not hurt anybody.
It's the
Just flipped a table.
I was like typical DM thing. It is what it says. So he was forged for war.
For war. But again,
No
as I wear my Dare T-shirt and my ball cap and my cargo pants, yeah, no, super sweet, super boy, super cute. So
He's been so nice up till now.
Yeah, so it's such a sweet boy, but
I was so hoping you guys were just gonna keep beating on Ludo. I was just waiting for that moment.
No,
No, we can't
Dash.
kill our favorite fictional character.
I was gonna
Bash-
have you kill him. I was just like, I knew
No.
you would figure it out eventually, but I was waiting for him to be like a lot more bloody before you realize it.
I firmly believe that Gizzard did the right move by restraining him and trying to figure out who he is and then turning him around. Brilliant move on our part. Again, Super Smash Brothers right here. So we got this. Again, we're great. We don't need to look at diamonds. We don't need to be like sparkly. We got this.
I try to do something different every time.
I like the grapple though. That was pretty good. Like
Yeah.
kicking the door, like kicking. That was good. That was good. It's
Yeah,
quality.
the Sparta
Okay.
kick
Alright.
into the wall.
You did Sparta kick, and I was like,
To all our viewer, have a good night until the next episode of